Welcome to Understand the Math. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to factor expressions that are either the sum or difference of two cubes. We'll go over the formulas and then walk through two example problems. Let's get started. The key to factoring sums or differences of cubes is knowing the formulas. I've written down both of the formulas that you'll need to use. The first is for the sum of two cubes, and then the second is for the difference of two cubes. Notice that when you have the sum of two cubes, you start out with a plus b, and then the middle term in our second group is negative. When you have the difference of two cubes, you start out with a negative, and then the term in the middle in the second group is positive. I've written down some steps that we can follow to factor sums or differences of cubes, and we'll go through these as we walk through our examples. Let's start with our first example. In this example, we are going to factor x cubed plus 8. I'm going to begin by writing down what we're going to factor, x cubed plus 8, and then I'm going to write down the formula that we need to use. We need to use the formula a cubed plus b cubed is equal to a plus b. Notice the plus there. And then we have an a squared minus ab plus b squared. The first step in solving this problem is to identify a and b. They're just the cube roots of each term. A is the cube root of our first term, which is x cubed, so that's just going to be x. And then b is the cube root of our second term, which is 8. The cube root of 8 is equal to 2, because 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. Our second step is to apply the correct formula, which we've already written down, and then simplify. We have x cubed plus 8 is equal to, now we're going to apply the formula. It's equal to a plus b, so that's going to be x plus 2. And then we have a squared, which is x squared, minus a, which is x times b, which is 2. And then we're going to add b squared, which is just 2 squared. Now all we have to do is just simplify. We have x plus 2, and then our second group is x squared minus 2x, and then 2 squared is 4. And that is what x cubed plus 8 looks like in factored form. Let's now look at our second example. In this example, we are going to factor 64x cubed minus 125. This one is a little bit harder than the first one, but we can totally do this. I'm going to start by writing down what we're going to factor, 64x cubed minus 125. And this is a difference of two cubes, so we're going to write down the formula a cubed minus b cubed, and it's equal to a minus b. Notice the negative. And then we're going to have a squared, and now we'll change the sign, and we have a plus ab plus b squared. The first thing that we'll do is define a and b. A is the cube root of our first term, 64x cubed. The cube root of 64 is going to be 4 because 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. And then the cube root of x cubed is just x. Then we have b is the cube root of 125, and that's equal to 5. Now what we need to do is apply our formula. We have 64x cubed minus 125 is equal to a, which we found to be 4x, minus b, which is 5. And then we have a squared, and that's 4x quantity squared. And then we have a, which is 4x, times b, which is 5, plus b squared, which is 5 squared. Now all we have to do is simplify. This is 4x minus 5, and it multiplies 4x squared, which is 16x squared, And then 4x times 5 is 20x. And then 5 squared is 25. And that's our final answer. And that's it. Let's recap. When factoring a sum or difference of cubes, you first identify the cube roots of each term, choose the correct formula, and then plug A and B into the formula and simplify. Recognizing cube patterns takes practice, but once you know these formulas, the problems become much easier.
If this video has been helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Keep believing in yourself and have a great rest of your day.